We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Wolverines ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Makes the quick grab. There he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
If you want to make a statement in a football game, that's how you do it. On your first offensive snap, you go 75 yards and score a touchdown. They have shown up. They are ready to go. Everybody, I think, in shock in the stadium right now.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morgan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. From the gun to give, looking for room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Out of the gun to give to the back. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. To throw, it's Sellers. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The short hands, it's Haynes. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
He'll do it himself on the draw. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Lost a throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Nice move to pick up yardage. And to use that big, powerful stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Fires to the tight end. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Listen, I know that game didn't get very much, but I love getting the tight ends involved. Get everybody involved in the offense. Make me cover the whole field. Keep everybody a little bit honest.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Picks up the first down. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here is the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the 1st down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
Good timing on the quick out.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Defense not showing press coverage. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Got the back over the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Lots of running room. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up.
Lofts one high and deep. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Gamecocks.
Road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw, and they've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Got his man. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, the best free safeties I ever played against were the ones that just have a sixth sense. It's like they know where the ball is going, and they can just bait the quarterback into trying to make throws that they never have a chance of making. That's what that guy...
Brings it down on the right side. Lots of room to run. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
South Carolina, 28. Michigan, 0.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Get it out on the screen. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. And the Wolverines pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top again. Pocket breaking down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're in uncharted territory here. Finally in the red zone. It took the whole first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got it set up on the outside. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock.
He's got it. First down and more. Touchdown, Wolverine. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Minnesota has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Caught close to the marker, it's Harbor. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Michigan 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the move, it's Haynes. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Now sliding to his left. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
South Carolina 35, Michigan 7.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Off the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
Michigan 7.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Lets it fly. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Leaves it with the running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
4th down coming up.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the catch. It's Moore. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up 4th down.
It's a seam wide open. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
I I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Going to try to get it himself. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job.
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet.
Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Going to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To the air, it's Underwood. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Now adjusting. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They'll run it from the gun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air, it's Sellers. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and look for room. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Under fire. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Haynes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
When you got a QB with this kind of arm talent, receivers with this kind of speed, they are going to be difficult to stop. They have been up and down the field. They've almost got 450 passing yards now.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Pulls it in. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
The lone back's got it. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll get rid of it. The receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Keem. Hauls it in. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the... stripe at the 48.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Let's go. Right. Single. Check.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. The quarterback takes a knee. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Seton Hill University.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make it.
you.